What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Joublant Rocher, and we are back with Eightfold Fitness. Hope everyone is having a lovely day. Now today we're doing something a little different. I wanted to show you guys how I get my protein needs in for the entire day. Because people are really skeptical about the vegan bodybuilder diet. They don't know how vegans get their protein in, the necessary protein they need to build muscle at least. So I'm here to debunk the myth that it's hard to get enough protein on a vegan diet. And actually, in my 2 years of lifting, I have never once counted my macros. So just for you guys, this is going to be the first day that I count all my macros. And I'll explain in a later video why I don't actually count my macros. But for now, let's just get right into the eating. Alright guys, I do gotta tell you that when I walked in this morning from getting back from my class, I just had to eat something really quickly, so I didn't film it because it's already 1 o'clock. And I hadn't eaten anything yet due to me doing intermittent fasting. But I'm still going to count these things. I had a serving of these Wegmans blue corn chips and a serving of sunflower kernels. When these two are combined, a grain and a seed, it becomes a complete protein with all the essential amino acids. So somewhere on the screen, I think below, you're going to see the total pop up, which will just have all my macros. So it'll be an easy way to keep track, and this is going to be interesting because I don't even know how much protein I actually get in a day. So let's see what it averages out to. And now I'm going to show you guys my first big meal, which is the 45 gram, or I hope it's 45 grams, I kind of estimate with my macros, protein shake that I make pretty much every day. I've been excited to show you guys this and reveal my recipe, so here we go. So first off, I put in mixed fruit. I use any type of mixed fruit really. I like mixed berries, but this is pineapple, strawberries, peaches, and mango. It has a lot of vitamin C. And this has, I believe, 16 grams of carbs, and that's all I'm gonna count for this because it says less than 1 gram of protein, so why would I count that? And it's also got 70 calories per cup. I got it measured here. I'm gonna put in the cup, and yeah, that's about how much I put in. Then I use just a regular banana. I'm gonna count these as like a medium banana. Now I'm gonna add some soy milk. A cup of this is 7 grams of protein, and I'll have the rest of the macros down in the total. Alright, I actually ended up using 1.5 cups because I like to fill it up to just where the bananas are, the top of them. Alright, I realize setting this down is just way better. I shouldn't be trying to carry the camera the whole time. Then we do 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, 1 tablespoon of flax seeds, and 3 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds. Chia seeds and flax seeds are a great source of omega-3, so if you're looking for omega-3s on a vegan diet, I would recommend these two, and I also recommended flaxseed oil in my previous video. Alright, I found all the macros for all of these, so you'll see them popping up on the screen. Chia seeds and flax seeds are about 2 grams of protein per tablespoon, and for 3 tablespoons, pumpkin seeds are about 10 grams of protein. Alright, now we have this Vega protein and greens protein powder. It's got 20 grams of protein per serving. I'm about to be out of it actually. I'll probably order a different kind, even though this kind was pretty good, but it's got 20 grams of protein, 6 grams of carbs, no fat, and 110 calories, so pretty good, and it's a complete protein as well. And last but certainly not least is peanut butter. I am going to use 3 tablespoons of this. That'll be 300 calories, 24 grams of fat, 10 carbs, and about 12 grams of protein. Alright, I ran out of the other kind, so I'm just putting 1 tablespoon of this Jif peanut butter. It has the same macros pretty much. I actually prefer natural to something with hydrogenated vegetable oils. Hydrogenated, Jesus. So yeah, I would go with definitely natural peanut butter without the vegetable oils in it. Alright, we're ready to mix this up. You usually gotta stop it to scrape off the sides. That's what I do at least, because peanut butter gets stuck on the sides every time I do this, and I like to get all of the stuff out of there. All right, now let's pour this and enjoy it. All right, so I'm gonna count up the macros in that because I just wanna see what that actually comes out to. All right, guys, I'm actually doing this very old school right now, and it's a little more difficult than using an app, but I don't mind adding everything up. And I apologize for my terrible handwriting. I'm just gonna read it out to you guys, even though you guys can see it on the screen. So here's the actual total of the shake, and this really surprised me. I have 1,045 calories, 57 grams of fat, 80 grams of carbs, and 57 grams of protein in one shake. And that is bringing today's total to 1,275 calories, 79 grams of fat, 105 grams of carbs, and 65 grams of protein, all in about a meal. So when I drink my shake, I think I'm going to eat another serving of this. So I'll just count that in the total right now. All right, on to meal number 2. I just got back from the store. I actually bought a few things for dinner when I make that. I won't spoil what I'm going to make yet because I just don't want to. But I picked up some bread while I was there at my local grocery store. This is 12 grain bread. Always try to buy whole wheat bread, so basically just brown bread. Make sure it's 100% whole wheat, and it will actually provide some nutritional value. It has a lot of whole grains. This has 5 grams of protein per slice, which is very good. I try to find bread that has at least 4 grams of protein per slice just to get protein from the grain part of this complete protein meal, which will just be a peanut butter, banana, and oats sandwich. And since I broke my tablespoon earlier, I'm just gonna be using a regular spoon. I break stuff a lot, guys. You'll learn that eventually. But that's pretty much the same as a tablespoon. So I'm gonna do about 3 tablespoons or 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, then like 1/4 of a cup of this granola that I've just had. It's pumpkin flax granola. And then also about half a banana. And it's almost 5 o'clock now and I'm still just not that hungry. I just want something to keep me super full until I get to my late dinner. So just that one meal I've had today has kept me full for hours, and that's usually what happens when you have a lot of fiber and a lot of protein in your diet, and I've only eaten like 1,100 calories so far. And this is what we got, guys. This is a massive sandwich. It's got the grains along with a little added granola for just more grains, and there's some flax seeds and pumpkin seeds within that, but that's almost non-existent in there. And then the banana and 3 tablespoons of protein. Peanut butter sandwiches are an absolute staple in my diet. And in the midst of counting up those macros, I ate pretty much the whole sandwich because I have 0 patience, especially when it comes to peanut butter sandwiches. I don't know what I would do without peanut butter sandwiches in my diet. It's my favorite thing in my vegan diet, probably besides my shake. But the total of that meal was 712 calories, 35 grams of fat, 83 grams of carbs, and 26 grams of protein. And that brings my total to 2,127 calories, 121 grams of fat, 206 grams of carbs, and 93 grams of protein, and it's about 5 o'clock. So I'm gonna finish up this absolutely delicious sandwich, and I will catch you guys in meal number 3. Alrighty, time for meal number 3. I apologize if you hear some background noise. My mom's just cleaning out our shoe closet because it's gotta get done. So I will be preparing about a cup of quinoa. I'm gonna measure out the black beans when I just put it in my dish instead of putting the whole can and filtering out all the juice. I'm gonna throw some sweet tomatoes in there. I'm not sure how many yet. I'm gonna do 2 cups of brown rice. Again, do brown rice because it's a whole grain instead of white rice. You'll be getting your grains in and it's got more protein and more nutrition. I'm gonna chop up an avocado and smush it in there like guacamole. And then I will have some of these steamed broccoli and carrots that I did yesterday. And I'll probably throw some of this salsa in here, the rest of both of these. But I'm not going to count the macros in those because it's virtually nothing. Okay, so I actually have my mom here. She doesn't know why she's on camera right now. But Mom, tell the viewers what you do to prepare something like quinoa or rice. What do you do before you boil it?
Oh, rinse it to get the starch off the surface of it, and it just cooks better. And then you heat a little oil in a pan and toast it. And then you add your liquid, and it's preferably like vegetable broth.
But yeah, do that before you boil and it will cook better. Alright, there's some olive oil on the bottom. I'm going to turn the stove on and it's on medium heat right now. I'm going to throw in the quinoa and rice and then lower it and mix it around a little bit. Alright, now that that's cooked for a couple minutes, I'm going to add 7 cups of water. It'll be different for all different types of rice and quinoa, but for these specific 2 types, I use 7 cups of water. Alright, the 7 cups of water are in there. Now I put the stove to high. I'm gonna make it come to a boil. And once it's boiling, we simmer it for 30 minutes. And then I will catch you guys once this is done. Alrighty, the quinoa and brown rice is all cooked. I'm gonna measure it out and put it into a bowl, as well as the beans, which are over here, which I washed off. And I already mashed up the avocado that I'm putting in. I'm gonna put it all into this bowl and show you guys the macros for this meal. Alright, here we go. Meal number 2, we have the quinoa, brown rice, black beans, avocados, salsa, and cherry tomatoes on top, along with a serving of broccoli and a serving, or just one carrot. Now, let me do the calculations really quick. Alright, after about 5 or 10 minutes, I calculated everything in here, and the total of this meal is 915 calories, 33 grams of fat, 130 grams of carbs, and 29 grams of protein, which brings the grand total to 3,042 calories, 154 grams of fat, 336 grams of carbs, and 122 grams of protein. And we're not even finished yet. So this is probably cold by now, but I'm gonna enjoy this big meal, one of the biggest meals of the day, and I will catch you guys at meal 4, which will be my last meal. Alright guys, unfortunately forgetful old me forgot to turn on the microphone for the last clip, for the last meal, but luckily it wasn't anything too complicated. It was just another peanut butter, banana, and granola sandwich, which you see on screen. So it'll have the exact same macros as the previous one, and that brings the total for the entire day to 3,754 calories, 189 grams of fat, 419 grams of carbs, and 148 grams of protein. So yes guys, it is very possible to get enough protein on a vegan diet. I don't really bulk or cut, it's more of a lean bulk that I'm doing, which is the reason I eat so many calories, and the reason I'm able to stay lean is because it's all just beautiful, amazing, healthy vegan foods, which is another great reason to go vegan. You can just eat a lot more. So hopefully this was a good informational video. If you guys wanted to see my meals, hopefully this helped you out and got a better understanding as to how you can get your protein in. And if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something new, then smash that like button. And if you are new here and you want to see more vegan-based fitness videos, then hit the subscribe button. You'll get a notification every time I upload a new video. It's right down below. And I will catch you guys in the next one.